All right, welcome into Tunesday Tuesday with yours truly, Boston Chris. This is episode number 4 of Tunesday Tuesday, and today I am inviting an old friend. Old as in I've known her a really long time. Not old as in old like me, but she's really young, an extremely talented young artist. Originally from Houston, and now she's living in the Nashville area, I believe. Super excited to have my buddy Xoe Miles on the show to talk about her brand new single and music video for that song, which is called Villain. And she is my guest right now. I'm going to get her on board, and we'll get right into the interview. Thank you all for being here. Just sit back, grab your popcorn, and enjoy the vibes.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you? It's been a minute.
Oh my gosh, has it ever? Things have changed, haven't they?
Yes.
So man, I've known you since I think 2017, I think.
Yeah.
Which is
Sounds
crazy to
about
think
right.
about. And you're from Houston originally, but you're not there now. You're more in the Nashville area now, right?
Yes. So I'm in town right now. I'm in the Houston area. Montgomery to be specific, but not a lot of people know where that is, so I just say Houston area.
Right.
It's about maybe an hour outside of Houston. But I moved to Nashville about a year and a half ago. It'll be 2 years in February.
And so are you home for the holiday?
I am. Yes, I'm home for Thanksgiving, and I'm going back up because I have some like rights and like content days and stuff like that and shows. I think shows, and then I'm gonna come back down for Christmas and
Well,
stuff.
you better give Mama a big hug and kiss for me. I miss you guys big time.
I will miss you too.
Just a little bit of background. So I met Xoe a long time ago under a different name. But we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But man, this girl right here has done so much charitable stuff for me in the past when we did the Truman W. Smith shows. And her and her mom would come 4 or 5 hours away to do those little gigs. And man, I have so much respect for you from those days just for doing those things.
Of course, I love doing stuff like that and giving back to the community. So anytime.
So first thing, what's I know that about that time is when you decided to rebrand. How is the rebrand going, and do you regret doing it?
I love it. I have no regrets. So basically how that came about, I guess. It was after COVID, and I started to produce my own stuff because I've been in studios like recording since I had my first like demo session with like a program I was part of whenever I was 12.
Mm-hmm.
So I've really been like in studios constantly since I was 12, so about 12 years now. And then COVID happened, and I learned how to produce by like just taking like a 30-day course online, and then I kind of taught myself the rest. And so I produce my own music now. And then I actually got diagnosed with autism whenever I was 21. So that was like a big thing for me, life moment. I just felt like it was like a good time to just like start over. You know, it was after COVID happened. I learned how to produce my own stuff, and like I feel like a brand new person. So I just put XO in front of some letters from my real name, and here we are.
Yeah.
So,
and you've
yeah.
always been kind of a sponge too. I've known since you were so little, just sponging everything up from musicianship, producing your the video we're going to show today. You independently produced that video as well. Tell us a little bit about the video before we even go into the logistics of the song and all of that.
Yeah, of course. So basically, I have my co-writers on the song are really, really, really close friends of mine, Hillary Reese and Olivia Gunn, and I had like the concept all kind of put together, and I was like debating. I was like, should I like hire someone, or like should we just like try to do it ourselves? And then I eventually was like, I feel like we could do it decently like ourselves. Like I feel like we could do that. And so part of it, we went over to our friend Abby's house, and they had like a burn pile that they'd been needing to burn for the longest time, and they were like, perfect timing, we were going to burn this soon anyways. And so I used that for a couple parts of it, and then a couple days later, and so whenever we did that, Olivia and Hillary came along, and then Abby was there with her husband, and then they all were part of the filming process and directing process. And it was really cool, just all of us putting our heads together and being like, oh, it would be cool if we tried this, and what if we did this? And then we did basically the same thing, Olivia and I, a couple days after that. We went to like a graveyard that I had found on the internet that was really cool. And I was like, I feel like it would be sick to shoot some shots here. And then we found some like abandoned churches, and it was just really cool. And yeah, the video is very like, it's kind of, because the song itself is about like a best friend breakup, and so I kind of like made the video as like a like, especially at the end of it is very like, I'm done, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
in the TikTok age, it's so funny to see videos come together that look so professionally done when in fact they're typically not. You
Yeah.
can really present a really cool visual experience for people without thousands of dollars of equipment nowadays. If
Yeah.
you really think about it and do it well, this is done really well. Like, I'm really proud of you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of
That
course.
means a lot. I edited the whole thing myself, and like I put the text on it myself and aligned each clip all by myself. And yeah, like I said, Olivia and Hillary and Abby, they were all part of the filming process, as well as Abby's husband actually.
Mhm.
And then Olivia filmed it on, like, she has a camera, a really really good camera. And she was like, I like barely use it. Should we like use it? And I was like, yeah. So we used it, and that's what the whole thing was shot on. Yeah.
So one of the things we talked about years ago when you were on the show is the struggle of a country music, or rather, the struggle of an artist who's not a country music artist from the state of Texas. You being
Yes.
really more of a pop artist. Now you're in Tennessee, which is also inundated with a lot of country music.
Right.
So how's the pop experience for you? First in Texas, now in
Yeah.
Tennessee.
So Texas, I how do I word this? I feel like both places are full of amazing talent.
Of
Like,
course,
first and
yeah.
foremost, like everyone's so talented that's in the music scene in both places. But I will say Nashville has a lot more pop than the Texas scene does. Cause I feel like whenever I was mainly in Texas, like full time, there wasn't really, and I honestly don't really know how it is now
Mhm.
because like I've been dealing with some stuff this year and I just haven't gotten to come home for a little bit. But from my experience that I've had being here, it's very like few and far between that you get like pop artists. Like there will be like R&B or like hip hop down in
Right.
like Houston
Hmm.
area, and then out in like Montgomery and Conroe where I'm from, there's like, the Texas country red dirt type of stuff. Like you have your Parker McCollums and stuff like that, which he's so talented.
Yeah.
Fun fact, my dad played basketball with his, I think it's his dad and like his uncle or something like that. I just think that's so cool. I'm like, that's such a small world. But
Mhm.
anyways, um yeah, I feel like down here it was like very few and far between that I was able to find like pop artists. And up in Nashville, a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's like the country music capital."
Mhm.
Like that's, Music City, it's like full of country music, but it's actually, especially nowadays, it's starting to even grow more to be an extremely diverse city of so many different genres.
I
Like you
find that
have,
interesting because you have never had country vibes in your music. Like, it's not there. I mean,
yeah, it's,
it's so, like, it's just like, wow, I love that you're killing it. Like, no matter where you
oh,
go,
thank
it's so
you.
cool because, like I said, there is no country vibes in the music.
Yeah,
Even
well,
though you're
thank
from
you.
Texas, now you're dealing with Nashville and co-writes. And
Yeah.
how hard is it to find kind of artists that are within your same lane around you in Nashville?
I've gotten very lucky from the beginning. I played a couple of writers rounds when I first moved to town in 2023, and I met some really talented other woman pop artists, and I co-wrote with them and like became friends with them. And then they themselves actually started forming these like groups, like not showcase, but like basically showcase type like writers round like groups of solely pop
Hmm.
artists that are in Nashville. And so it's become this really cool like community of people who don't fall under the country umbrella up there. And yeah, it's just like I'm constantly meeting people that are like not country. Like I have close friends that do write country music. Like one of my best friends, Hillary Reese, she's a country artist and she's from South Mississippi, so she's as country gets. But it's like we're still really close friends, and it's just really cool to just like see, you know, all of that being in one place. But yeah, I feel like my music specifically doesn't have, like you said, any like country
Yeah.
vibe, but I find myself, you know, since I am surrounded by both more pop music up there, but also a lot of country music as well. And since I was, you know, down here for a while, growing up on country music and stuff like that, I write country songs
Mhm.
with my friends that sing country music. And then they'll write songs with me that are pop music. Like my friend Hillary that I mentioned, she's a country artist, but she wrote on Villain, which
Mhm.
is like my alt rock pop song. So it's just really cool to
It's
see
just so
how.
funny because, like, being in Texas and interviewing a lot of Texas artists, like, I know a lot of folks that are going from Nashville to Texas, back and forth. They're
Yeah.
all country artists, all of them, except for you. You are the only one that is not
Yeah.
country that is doing that, like, back and forth. Maybe not quite as much, you know, coming back to Texas quite that much, but still, I would have saw like L.A. for you, or you know, New York
Yeah.
City or something like that. So back in the day when I saw you head to Nashville, I was like, that's interesting. So I was like, if
Yeah.
I ever get to talk to her again, I'm going to ask about that.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. I feel like it also just quick little tidbit, like I feel like it also just made the most sense because it was closest to home and I
right,
also already knew people up there, so it just kind of made sense and it was like more comfortable for me because I did think about LA or New York
right,
like multiple times.
yeah,
I thought about New York whenever I was 16 and then I went to LA a few times and even up until before I moved, before I decided I was going to move to Nashville, I had even thought about it again. But
hmm
then I just went to Nashville one time and someone asked me specifically like so they thought I lived there already because I was there so much
hmm
already.
right.
She was like, "Well, why don't you live in Nashville already?" And I couldn't really answer her question. And so I was like, "Maybe I need to move here." And so literally like September, October, November, December, 5 months later, I was there.
Mm.
So,
Well, this is
yeah.
exciting, man. Just to have you back in the house on the show here. Let's talk about Villain, and we're going to play the song to kick off our hour this week. Again, this is the alt rock pop like mix.
Yeah.
Just a fabulous song. When I saw the video for the first time, I was like, okay, if I do something again with this, I want to talk to Xoe because this is fabulous. So
Oh.
take us into the room when Villain's being created.
Yeah. So basically, I got with my friends Olivia Gunn and Hillary Reese. Olivia is also she's like like a pop like kind of has like subtle hints of R&B, but she's pop like that's like kind of like the umbrella term. And she's amazing as well. So her, me, and Olivia, Hillary and I, sorry, me, Olivia, Hillary, all three of us. We had a co-write scheduled and long story short, like the track originally wasn't even produced for me. It was originally for someone else. But then some things happened, some things, you know, fell through and they basically I had permission to use the production for my stuff because I produced it myself. And so I was like sitting on it and I didn't know if I wanted to do anything with it or not. But then I started talking to Olivia and Hillary about just like also this really bad best friend breakup I was going through. And then I showed them the track and they were like, well, what if we wrote to this track about your best friend breakup that you're going through? And I was like, okay, sick, let's do it. And we did. And it was funny because we were writing it and we got stuck on the second verse. And it was like 10 p.m. at night by the time we got to that. And we were like, okay, what is everyone doing tomorrow? Do you guys want to just like come back and just like get the second verse down? Because it won't take long. We're just all tired at this point. So we came back the next day, finished it within like an hour. And yeah, and then I recorded my vocals over the track, and that's kind of just what you hear. I sent it off to my friend Joey DiPrizio, and he's an incredible audio engineer,
hmm
mixing and mastering engineer. He's so good. And sent it to him, and that's how the song came to be. And then I wasn't originally going to release it as a single, like at all. I was just going to have it on the album. And it's so much like, I want to say heavier, but it's like not as like heavy as like heavy music gets. But like for me,
hmm
it's pretty heavy.
It
It's like
is
very Sleep
absolutely,
Token,
yeah.
you know, esque. And so I wasn't going to put it out as a single. But then again, some life things happened, and then I just impulsively was like, I need to put this out as a single. Like the
How often do you postpone on a write like that? And like, how hard is it to pick the vibe back up sometimes when you
it's
postpone?
I honestly, that's been the only time that's really like Well, there's been one other time that that's happened, but usually it's even with those same people that I write with all the time. Like it's usually we finish the song like within 2
So
hours sometimes.
familiarity really helps keep the vibe alive.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure. And we're all very like open with each other and like know how each other we work and it meshes very well. So I've definitely gotten lucky with the group of people that I'm working with in Nashville that I'm really close friends with as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I've only ever had to do more than one day on a write, maybe twice. So it doesn't happen often,
Very
but even
lucky.
whenever it
Lucky,
does,
lucky, lucky.
it's still fun.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're really excited to have you here. Thank you for coming in and talking about the song. We're going to play the song for everybody. And anytime you have new stuff, let me know. Let me know. We can do stuff like this always. So
for
I
sure.
appreciate your time tonight, Xoe. We're going to get right into the song. You have a great rest of your
Thanks.
night.
You too.
All right.
Can't say that I didn't try to go down without a fight, 'cause you know I would die just for you and I. Saw through the disguise, couldn't even hide your true intentions. Lie like it's your religion. Didn't even bother to listen. Shot me through the heart, then you left me in the dark. I still smell your smoking gun, irrational ammunition. Wound so deep, can't trust no one. Playing the victim while you're the villain. Think you're shooting bullets, but it's all bullshit. Calling it what it is, you really should be running. Think you got my head to the trigger, but you aim it out the mirror. Hindsight, I know the warning signs. Ha ha ha, think you ruined my life with every cut I level up, but all you do is self-destruct. Think that you pave holy ground, but your bitter blood is bleeding out. Brutal betrayal, you burned it all down. Shot me through the heart, then you left me in the dark. I still smell your smoking gun, irrational ammunition. So deep, can't trust no one. Playing the victim while you're the villain. Think you're shooting bullets, but it's all bullshit. Calling it what it is, you really should be running. Think you got my head to the trigger, but you aim it out the mirror. Hindsight, I know the warning signs. Ha ha ha, think you ruined my life with every cut I level up, but all you do is self-destruct. Think that you pave holy ground, but your bitter blood is bleeding out. Brutal betrayal, you burned it all down. Playing the victim while you're the villain. Still smell your smoking gun, irrational ammunition. So deep, can't trust no one. Playing the victim while you're the villain. Think you're shooting bullets, but it's all bullshit. Calling it what it is, you really should be running. Think you got my head to the trigger, but you aim it out the mirror.
Xoe Miles, the song is called Villain. Xoe is the real deal, and y'all can check her out at Xoe Miles. That's XOEMILES. Make sure you're checking out everything that Xoe is doing. She's a fabulous artist, an awesome human being, and I'm so happy that she was here tonight. Thank you so much. Hey, Sephiroth, that wasn't very nice. That wasn't nice at all. Thank you for the fart. But yeah, guys, make sure you're checking out Xoe. She's a fabulous human being. I got to let you guys know that we are doing this show on YouTube every single week. And unfortunately, My YouTube Premium has run out, and we will not be able to re-up it until the 1st of the month. So we could end up with some ad interruptions tonight. I will do my best not to allow it to affect the stream as much as I can. However, there might be some times where the songs might be interrupted. I'm just letting you guys know that hopefully next week on Tuesday Tuesday that won't happen. And you guys can help with the YouTube Premium cost by typing ! Donate. You can donate any amount you want, and that will definitely help us with that. But our next song is going to be from another good friend of mine that I recently met for an episode of the Boston Chris podcast. This is Ray Weaver, who is originally from Maryland, but he is now living all the way across the ocean over there in Denmark. And this is a very politically charged song. It shouldn't be, but it is. And I think you guys will like it. This is called The Blood Is Never on Their Hands. Y'all check it out. Sorry for the ad, guys. Sorry for the ad.
Clawing through the wreckage of her shattered home, a mother searches for her son. It was just a quiet Sunday. She never heard the drone. Now her whole world is gone. Men in the shadows of high places send out their heartless command. They never live with the consequences. The blood is never on their hand. Through centuries of pain, we've cried these tears before. Still we never learn. We just pick up their weapons, fight their endless war, and watch the whole world burn. Men in the shadows of high places send out their heartless command. They never live with the consequences. The blood is never on their hand. Shine a light, so the whole world can see. Shine a light, only peace can set us free. In the shadows of high places, send out their reckless command. They never dare to show their faces. The blood is never on their hand. Shine so the whole world can see. Shine a light, only peace will set us free. Shine a light,
The Blood Is Never on Their Hands by my buddy Ray Weaver, and no truer words have ever been in a song. It is very, very true that the blood is never on their hands. And the world's oldest man has just died in England at the age of 112. This news comes in as of yesterday morning at 9:41 a.m. For nearly 9 months, John Alfred Tenniswood held the title of the world's oldest man, marking his 112th birthday during his reign as the world's oldest man. His record-holding status ended Monday when Tenniswood died in a care home in northwest England near Liverpool, where he was born on August 26th, 1912. Tenniswood attributed his longevity to, quote-unquote, pure luck. You either live long or you live short, and you can't do too much about it, the retired accountant and great-grandfather told the Guinness World Records when he earned the title in April. If there was any secret to it, though, he said moderation was key to a healthy life. He never smoked, he rarely drank, and he followed no special diet, apart from having fish and chips every Friday. Tenniswood was born, get this, 4 months after the sinking of the Titanic. Crazy. Guys, check out this incredible song from an absolute bonkers artist. This girl is amazing. This is Ash Nico with Worms. Of amazing, we are going to head down to the city of Houston once again for another fabulous artist that I've known for a great many years. There is actually a theme to this week's show. That was brought to you by essentially Xoe Miles. She has really inspired the theme of this week's songs. This right here is a guy that I've known for a great many years. Never met him in person, but he's been on my podcast in the past. This is The Painter, and if you have not heard of The Painter yet, oh my gosh, you are in for a treat.
You are the moon. You give dance to the ocean and fire to my blood. You are the moon. You are the sun, gently kissing the flowers. Heal my blind point of view. You are the sun. So don't die, love. Without the sun and the moon, I am utterly lost. No goodbyes, my love. I'd rather die than be left once again in the dark. You're so close but so far, and I just want to touch you. The beating of your heart is the memory I cling to. But it's time to go, and I want you to know you are the moon. You are the wind, slipping past every boundary. You're healing my lungs. You are the wind. You are autumn rain, gently clothing my body. I'm no longer afraid. Please don't go away. So don't die, love. Without the sun and the moon, I am utterly lost. No goodbyes, my love. I'd rather die than be left once again in the dark. You're so close but so far, and I just wanna touch you. The beating of your heart is the memory I cling to. But it's time to go, and I wish you could know you are the moon. Oh. You are the moon. Kept me safe while I'm dreaming. Now I stay up thinking of you. You are the sun. You rescued me from my mourning. Now I mourn you. And I'll just rescue myself. So far, and I just want to touch you.
Yes, the whole time he is singing to himself. He is talking to himself. This guy right here is an artist in every sense of the word, and you just never know where he's going with his art. And that's what I love about the painter. I hope you guys will check him out. He's amazing. And we're going to move on to another amazing artist from the Nashville area where Xoe is at. Again, another young lady that has been on my program, and very recently, Megan was a podcast guest of mine on the Boston Chris podcast, the newest project. This is her newest single. This is Megan Barker. The song is called Do You Don't?
All right, y'all partner up. Let's go. That Texas sun going down, Lone Star beers all around, stealing fiddle cakes on the griddle. It's hotter than a Diffie song. Neon lights, sawdust floor. I saw you go right through that door. I was drinking, got to thinking, me and you got something going on. Now if you came here to two-step, I'm 2 steps ahead. We're gonna waste our time, talk all night, or do something else instead. Do you don't? Will you won't? You've been shooting shots, I've been shooting you eyes all night long. Hey, should we not? Fuel the fire, stir the pot. It's a green light, let's hit the road. I'm buzzing from my head to my toes. It's yes or no, do you wanna go? Do you, or do you don't?
Design team, come and get your award.
Sorry, guys. What happened? Oh.
All right, y'all partner up. Let's go.
This is the whole song. All right, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. It's fine. It's fine. Guys, there's always going to be a snafu. It's all right. It's fine. I just had to check the length of the song, and I didn't do that. Right? I didn't do that. But that's okay. We got the whole song right here.
All right, y'all partner up. Let's go. That Texas sun going down, Lone Star beers all around, stealing fiddle cakes on the griddle. It's hotter than a Diffie song. Neon lights, sawdust floor. I saw you go right through that door. I was drinking, got to thinking, me and you got something going on. Now if you came here to two-step, I'm 2 steps ahead. We're gonna waste our time, talk all night, or do something else instead. Do you don't? Will you won't? You've been shooting shots, I've been shooting you eyes all night long. Hey, should we not fuel the fire, stir the pot? It's a green light, let's hit the road. I'm buzzing from my head to my toes. It's a yes or no, do you wanna go? Do you, or do you don't? It's last call, down your beer. My truck ain't parked too far from here. We can roll the windows down and get to howling at the sugar moon. If you came here to two-step, I'm 2 steps ahead. We're gonna waste our time, talk all night, or do something else instead. Hey, do you don't? Will you won't? You've been shooting shots, I've been shooting you eyes all night long. Hey, should we not fuel the fire, stir the pot? It's a green light, let's hit the road. I'm buzzing from my head to my toes. It's a yes or no, do you wanna go? Well, do you, or do you don't? Here we go! Do you don't? Will you won't? You've been shooting shots, I've been shooting you eyes all night long. Hey, should we not fuel the fire, stir the pot? It's a green light, let's hit the road. Cause I'm buzzing from my head to my toes. It's a yes or no, do you wanna go? Do you, or do you don't? What's it gonna be? You wanna ride with me? Well, do you, or do you don't?
That's Megan Barker, my friend. She is so awesome, super down to earth, super funny, an awesome follow on social media. You can check her out at Megan Barker Music anywhere. She's on TikTok and Reels and YouTube and Instagram, all over the place. And guys, on this date in 1789, the very first American holiday occurred. I bet you can't guess which one it was. That's right. It was proclaimed by President George Washington to be Thanksgiving Day, a day of prayer and public thanksgiving and gratitude for the successful establishment of the new American Republic. That happened on this date in 1789. That was a really long time ago. And for the first time this week, this is our 6th song of the playlist. We are going to tap an East Texas talent, Northeast Texas. This is an official video from our friends from IZZY Dead and the Existential Dread. And I said that right. This is Mama's Only Child. Y'all check it out.
Oil and gas industry makes $3 billion a day in pure profit.
Every time I lose my footing, begin to slide. Thinking of the times I acted like a piece of shit, as though I had a right to say, do whatever come to mind. 'Cause the rain won't stop coming like this, feeling building up inside. And crickets humming, and the scarecrow scares a mama's only child, looking down at me with those cold eyes. 'Cause the rain won't stop coming like this feeling building up inside, and the nighttime keeps them crickets humming, and the scarecrow scares me every time that I feel like I can fly.
All right, that's Izzy Dead and the Existential Dread with Mama's Only Child, all the way from Northeast Texas. I think they're from the Paris area, if I'm not mistaken. They do play lots of shows here in Northeast Texas, so make sure you check them out. Their social media is at IzzyDeadTX. That's EIZZYDEDTX. So y'all check them out. For our next song, we're going to reach across the Atlantic Ocean again for another fabulous artist. If you haven't heard of Aurora, y'all just wait. This is When the Dark
Incredible, isn't it? Yeah. And with your home, auto, boat, and RV all bundled with Progressive, you're free to just enjoy.
As I pour out my story, drink me up. There is wine in every word. Here's to us now, my dear. We're being strong now. And the dark dresses lightly, razor sharp as it cuts right through my soul. Here's to us now, my dear. It took too long. Guess I shouldn't have kept the knife in my heart for so long. Guess I shouldn't have held back what I needed you to know. Guess I shouldn't have kept the knife in my heart for so long. Guess I shouldn't have held back what I needed you to know. Oh, I just want to cry. With you tonight. Always perfectly fine to breathe the hurt that's gonna die. Let us dance to our sorrow, make amends. There's so much you still don't know. Here's to us now, my dear. We're going deep now. All this fear is contagious. Now we're here. Let our glasses overflow. Guess I shouldn't have kept the knife in my heart for so long. Guess I shouldn't have held back when I needed you to know. Guess I shouldn't have kept the knife in my heart for so long. Guess I shouldn't have held back when I needed you to know. Oh, I just want to cry. With you tonight. Always perfectly fine to breathe the hurt that's gonna die.
Walk into any supermarket and you can generally buy a banana for less than $1. But a banana duct taped to a wall? Well, that might sell for more than $1 million at an upcoming Sotheby's auction in New York. The yellow banana fixed to the white wall with silver duct tape is a work entitled Comedian by Italian artist Maurizio Catalan. It first debuted in 2019 at an edition of 3 Fruits at the Art Basel Miami Beach Fair, where it became a much-discussed sensation. Oh, the things people will do for potassium. Guys, we're coming back to East Texas again. Now, really in Central Texas. But this is one of my favorite songwriters on the entire planet. This is Nick Brumley. I love this song. It's called Feather. I hope you guys like it.
There's a shortcut to platinum status. Just fill up 6 times with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium.
You and I are bound for sacrifice. Lands unknown share the colors in our eyes. Let's leave the past behind. All their shackles and their chains were in the way. Was no difference than a bird trapped in a cage. So let's break away. Let the wind blow us through the pine trees like a feather, willing lightly, soft and easy in the arms of a cedar tree. Luggage in the form of pain and lasting scars get left behind as we chase our shooting stars. It's a dying art. Let the wind blow us through the pine trees like a feather, willing lightly, soft and easy in the arms of a cedar tree. So far when the stillness wins.
Average of more than $20 an hour with opportunities to grow.
Let us catch that wind underneath our wings. Let the wind blow us through the pine trees like a feather, willing lightly. Let the wind blow us through the pine trees like a feather, willing lightly, soft and easy in the arms of a cedar tree. Soft and easy in the arms of a cedar tree. Let the wind blow us through the pine trees.
My buddy Nick Brumley is unbelievable, out of this world. This is on his brand new record called Circus. I hope you guys will check him out because he is absolutely fabulous. But we're going to head back to the wintry world of Scandinavia for another fabulous artist. This song in particular is actually not in English, but I thought you guys would like it anyway. Now, Eivor, who is from Sweden, also has music in the English language, so I hope you guys will check her out. This one comes to me by request from my beautiful wife. This is called Rise from the Ashes. Enjoy. Eivor is actually from the Faroe Islands. I have been mistaken. The name Eivor is actually a Swedish name, but she is from the Faroe Islands. Then she moved to Iceland to continue her art. And speaking of Iceland, a Canadian TikTok creator whose viral cucumber salad recipes received millions of views and shares, and is now being blamed for a shortage of the vegetable in Iceland, the BBC has reported. Now, TikTok creator Logan Moffat, who shares videos with his 6 million followers under the username @LowGagM, started making cucumber salad content in July. And because of his success on TikTok, there is now an extreme shortage of cucumbers in Iceland. Can't make this stuff up, guys. You simply cannot make it up. And speaking of not making it up, I don't know what that segue even means. Here's my buddies from Adios Fatso, an awesome band from Massachusetts. Oh my gosh, just drew a blank. Adios Fatso was my 7th guest on the Boston Chris podcast this year, and they are infamous for short-form songs and content, especially during the pandemic. This is a pandemic-era song, and it's called How We Live Now. Super quick. If you blink, you'll miss it. I didn't lie, guys. That's the entire song. And let me tell you, that is also one of their longest songs. I'm going to keep it real. Now, on this week in history, back in 1520, specifically on November 28th, the Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan passed through the strait that would later bear his name, located at the southern tip of South America, thus crossing from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean. And now that it's called, as you guessed, the Strait of Magellan. That was, 504 years ago. How time flies. Guys, man, let me tell you a little bit about this next artist. Van Plating is somebody that I found through a mutual friend named Heather Little, who is a fabulous songwriter and artist in her own right. But Van Plating had a guest spot on one of Heather's songs on Heather's newest record. And so I had to learn more about Van Plating, and I did. And she's fabulous. And here is one of her official music videos. This is for her single called Shade. Y'all enjoy.
Oh, the river's frozen over. My heart stings like fire now. Hands cold undercover. Chase of oxygen down. Coward, turning your back on the honest line 11 ways. Stranger, changing your face. You left the truth behind you, throwing shade. Now you're crashing down. Didn't think twice, told me pretty lies. Yeah, you fooled your own heart into thinking you're right. Leaving me low on fire and cold. Scared to fight your demons on that nightmare road. Yeah. Oh, the snow is falling softly, hushing over footsteps in the field. You found your shiny lover, falling underwater now. Brother, turning your back on what I might have said to always hold. Friend, I wish you to fight your demons on that lonesome road. Yeah. You win some, you lose some. You keep running your mouth. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. You keep running, didn't think twice. Told me pretty lies. Hey, you fooled your own heart and you think you're right. Leaving me low on fire and cold. Scared to fight your demons on the lonesome road. Hey, you better think twice. Oh, your pretty lies. Yeah, leaving me low on fire and cold. You better think twice.
Man, Van Plating is a vibe all her own. So excited to have been introduced to her and her music. She comes to us from Lakeland, Florida, and I'm super excited. I have not talked to Van Plating yet about coming on the Boston Chris podcast, but I will be reaching out to her very shortly, and I hope that we can make a conversation happen because she is fantastic, and I can't wait to learn more about her. This next song comes to us from an artist right here in my own backyard, again from Northeast Texas. He's got a vibe rooted in Americana with a solid nod to Texas country music as well. This song comes to us from social media requests this week. This is Wicked World by Cody Cresswell.
Trains and bus stop stations that could take me from this town. I'm not really sure this place is what's dragging me down. There's guns and knives and nooses knocking at my door. Tell me what a man's gotta do to leave this wicked world. Work 60 hours this week and I ain't got nothing to show. Except for holes in my jeans, no gas to light the stove. Bank man told me I'm broke, there ain't nothing I can't afford. Tell me what a man's gotta do to leave this wicked world. Tell me what a man's gotta do to leave this wicked world. Tell me what it is we're all loving and fighting for. The rich man gets the forest and a poor man gets the dirt. Tell me what a man's gotta do to avoid this kind of hurt. There's planes and trains and bus stop stations that could take me from this town. I'm not really sure this place is what's dragging me down. Big man told me I'm broke, there ain't nothing I can't afford. Tell me what a man's gotta do to leave this wicked world. Tell me what a man's gotta do to leave this wicked world. Tell me what it is we're all loving and fighting for. The rich man gets the forest and a poor man gets the dirt. Tell me what a man's gotta do to avoid this kind of hurt. Tell me what a man's gotta do to avoid this kind of hurt.
Sometimes the headlines make the story, and sometimes they just don't even matter. Sometimes the headlines will be the funniest part of the day for you. What are some headlines that you have seen in your day that made you laugh? Here are a couple of funny ones that I found tonight. Iraqi head seeks arms. Something went wrong in jet crash, expert says. Police begin campaign to run down jaywalkers. Enraged cow injures farmer with an axe. And last, but certainly not least, Farmer Bill dies in house. Oh, man, let's move on to another fabulous songwriter from right here in the state of Texas. This is the incomparable Mike Ethan Messick with Kings of Juarez.
Hey, it's me, your skin. I crave being clear without irritation. CeraVe Acne Cleanser.
Yeah, Virginia's got a six-pack and a 12-gauge, shooting cans and bottles off the fence. Yesterday, tomorrow seems so hopeless. Today it seems like everything makes sense. Staring at a bead right down the barrel, looking for a pen to write this down. Working up a plan that means escaping what people call the white trash out of town. Yeah, we're gonna live like kings and warriors, live like little gringo millionaires. It doesn't really matter what the score is, the dollar goes a long, long way down there. But tired of feeling too big for my britches, I'm tired of feeling too small for my dreams. Either gonna die like dogs in Texas, make it down to Juarez, and live like kings. Yeah, we could rob a farmer who's banking Hondo. Tell me, brother, how hard could it be? Whoever put it that close to the highway never counted on the likes of me. Probably never gonna see us coming. We'll probably never have to fire a shot. We'll probably never more set foot in Texas once we get across the parking lot. And then we're gonna live like kings and warriors, live like little gringo millionaires. It doesn't really matter what the score is, the dollar goes a long, long way down there. I'm tired of feeling too big for my britches, I'm tired of feeling too small for my dreams. We're either gonna die like dogs in Texas or make it down to Juarez and live like kings. Gonna live in castles by the water, or hell, at least in cabins by the bar. We're gonna kiss the desert's lovely daughters underneath the heaven's silver stars. We're never gonna worry that the money might not last till we're both dead. You know you really ain't no kind of outlaw once you start to think that far ahead. Yeah, we're gonna live like kings and warriors, live like little gringo millionaires. It doesn't really matter what the score is, the dollar goes a long, long way down there. I'm tired of feeling too big for my britches, I'm tired of feeling too small for my dreams. Either gonna die like dogs in Texas or make it down to Juarez. Gonna live like kings. We're gonna live like kings.
That's right, guys. We should all live like kings. Try to live the best life you can. And that's my buddy Mike Ethan Messick with Kings of Juarez right here on Tunesday Tuesday. Once again, want to thank Xoe Miles for hanging out with us a little bit earlier tonight and sharing with us her brand new single, Villain. Great song. We got a couple of songs left, including our TikTok find of the week, which is right here from an artist named Bebe Stockwell, who we just literally found like 2 days ago on TikTok. And I absolutely adore her vibe. Come to find out, she was born in Boston, just like me. And this is one of her most recent songs. It's called Helium. If you haven't heard of Bebe Stockwell yet, just wait. Just wait. Until this ad is over. Just wait until this ad is over. That's what I meant.
I'm Tiano.
You got me high on helium. Got me talking like this, got me talking like you. Got me drunk on stereo. Got me moving like this, got me moving like you. Don't know your name or where you're from. Do you feel like wasting time? You're kinda trendy, but not like Charlie. Are your pants from Ari? I just wanna dance like they don't exist. And you look like somebody I can do that with. So come and shake it off like Taylor Swift. Are we doing this? You got me high on helium. Got me talking like this, got me talking like you. Got me drunk on stereo. Got me moving like this, got me moving like you. Pull me in and upside down. Tom Holland, me tonight. You're feeling something, I can tell. It's pulsing through your eyes. Just wanna dance like they don't exist. And you look like somebody I can do that with. So come and shake it off like Taylor Swift. Are we doing this? You got me high on helium. Got me talking like this, got me talking like you. Got me drunk on stereo. Got me moving like this, got me moving like you.
That is Bebe Stockwell right there from Boston, Mass. Zoe, I'm so sorry that Twitch was restricting you. I just now noticed that. I've never seen that happen before, but it should be fixed now. I hope it's fixed now. I don't know why it was doing that, but it's fine now. So it is what it is. But there it is. Guys, we are down to our last song of the week, and as you guys may know, our last song of the week always goes to the number one song in Texas, okay? And the number one song this week is from a young lady named Tori Martin, who is absolutely blowing up right now in Texas. I'm not quite sure which part of Texas she's from. I've been looking for that here on the interwebs, and I'm not really finding it. But the good news is I've already been in contact with Tori's people, and she is going to have a brand new record coming out over the summertime in 2025. And we will have an exclusive interview with Tori talking about that brand new record before the record comes out. Already confirmed that. We just have to get a date together once they realize what date she will be releasing. But I'm excited about it, and I believe this is her first ever number one hit. And it's always exciting when we have a female artist that is number one in Texas, because it is so difficult in Texas for females to get airplay. So I am so excited to show you guys this number one song. I also need to throw out there that the number two song in Texas this week is also by a female artist, and that song will be our song of the day on Facebook in a couple of days. So you guys be sure to be looking out for that. But right now, the two top songs on the country music charts in Texas are both taken up by female artists, and I'd love to see that. But anyway, here is Lost in the Country by Tori Martin. I know y'all will love this. Right after the ads. Ha ha!
First you gotta get off the grid just a little. Find nowhere, then get in the middle. Get behind a guy with a hound in a truck, bet I ain't even mad. Girl, sweeter than pie and honeysuckle, where the boys take pride in the size of their buckles. Speed limit, tractor, cow in the road. Slow go, slow poke. Little white church, blue skies, red dirt, girl snap shirts and American honey. Come on, y'all, get lost in the country. Three chords and the truth, resurrection. Hear them songs and you won't be forgetting. Moonshine, first taste, first time heartbreak. Stand by your man. Texas X is a ye all heartache. Gotta have a fiddle in the band. Willie's guitar, straight from the heart, cranking, hanging. Our baby blue caddy. Come on, y'all, get lost in the country. We're going off in the deep end, getting way out for the weekend. Finding some front porch picking. You see what you've been missing. Come on now. Little white church, blue skies, red dirt, pearl snap shirts and American honey. Come on, y'all, get lost in the country. Willie's guitar, straight from the heart, cranking, hanging. Our baby blue caddy. Come on, y'all, get lost in the country. Get lost, lost in the country. Get lost, oh, oh, oh. Get lost, lost in the country. Get lost, oh, oh, oh. Get lost, lost in the country. Get lost, get lost, get lost. Get lost, lost in the country. Get lost, get lost in the country. Lost in the country. Get lost, get lost, lost in the country. Get lost.
Tori Martin is the #1 artist in Texas this week with a song called Lost in the Country. Hope you guys enjoyed our broadcast this week. Tuesday Tuesday #4 with yours truly, Boston Chris. Which camera are we at? We're over here. Let's go. All right, so we are looking at this camera. Thank you so much to my longtime buddy, Xoe Miles, for coming on the show. Zoe, hopefully we can do it again once your next song is out. And you're always welcome here. Always, always, always. I love you and your mom and your fam so much. Thank you for taking the time. Guys, next week our new special guest is going to be Chris Edwards, all the way from Nacogdoches, Texas. He's going to be presenting a song that I'm not sure of yet. He hasn't decided yet. I do know that his latest single is called Moonshine Habit, but I don't know if that's the one we're going to be presenting. Maybe he's releasing something new. I don't know. We'll have to see. But you guys can also help me out for next week's broadcast by emailing me at thebostonchrisshow@gmail.com. Tell me what your favorite songs are. Tell me who your favorite artists are. And you can help me decide what songs to put out there for next Tuesday's show. Every single week we do 15 songs. Of course, you can also request live if you join us during the broadcast. And do that. Send me your favorite artists, your favorite songs. We're looking for the best in unheralded artists throughout the entire planet, as you can tell from tonight's broadcast, where we reached into Europe for 3 songs. Really exciting stuff. Again, every single week, this broadcast will also be replayed on YouTube, and it will remain on YouTube forever. It will be archived there, so you guys can share it with your friends and all of that stuff. Again, thank you so much for joining us on episode 4 of Tunesday Tuesday. Much love. Enjoy your turkey tomorrow. Good Lord, or 2 days from now. Don't get too overweight. Don't do a Boston. I'll catch you guys down the road. Have a fabulous rest of your week.